Did you know that elephants are some of the most emotional, intelligent, and majestic creatures on Earth? These gentle giants are not just big in size, they're also big in heart, memory, and personality. From mourning their dead to forming lifelong friendships, elephants are full of surprises. In today's video, we're uncovering the fascinating nature of elephants, how they think, how they live, and why they're so much more like us than you might think. Stick around, because you're about to fall in love with these incredible animals all over again. What makes elephants so unique? Let's start with the basics. There are three species of elephants: the African savanna elephant, the African forest elephant, and the Asian elephant. You can tell them apart by their size, ear shape, and where they live. For example, African elephants have larger ears shaped like the African continent, while Asian elephants have smaller, rounder ears. Cool, right? But what really sets elephants apart isn't just their appearance, it's their brains, behaviors, and emotions. Did you know that an elephant's brain is the largest of any land animal? It weighs about 11 pounds. That's why they're known for their incredible intelligence and memory. In fact, there's a saying, "An elephant never forgets." But is that really true? We'll get to that in a minute. Here's a fun question. If you could ask an elephant one thing, what would it be? Drop your question in the comments. I'd love to see how creative you get. Elephant intelligence. Smarter than you think. All right, let's dive into the fascinating world of elephant intelligence, because these majestic animals are genuinely remarkable when it comes to cognitive abilities. Elephants are known for their extraordinary problem-solving skills. They can devise innovative solutions to overcome obstacles in their environment, such as manipulating objects to reach food or using leaves and branches to swat away insects. This creativity is a testament to their ability to think critically and adapt to challenges. Moreover, elephants are skilled tool users. In the wild, they've been observed using sticks to scratch themselves, digging holes to access water, and even covering these holes with bark to prevent evaporation, a clear demonstration of forethought and planning. One of the most striking aspects of their intelligence is self-awareness, which is assessed through the mirror test, a test designed to determine if an animal can recognize itself in a mirror. Elephants have repeatedly shown that they can do this by using their trunks to explore marks placed on their bodies that they can only see in the mirror. This ability is rare in the animal kingdom and is typically only seen in highly intelligent species such as humans, great apes, and dolphins. Additionally, elephants have exceptional memory and social intelligence. They can remember locations of water sources over vast distances, recognize individuals even after decades of separation, and demonstrate empathy and mourning behaviors when one of their own passes away. All of these traits highlight that elephants are not only intelligent, but also emotionally complex beings with impressive cognitive abilities. Their intelligence continues to amaze researchers and deepen our appreciation of these gentle giants. Dr. Joyce Poole, a renowned elephant researcher and one of the world's foremost experts on elephant behavior, has spent decades studying these incredible animals. She states, "Elephants are capable of empathy, self-awareness, and even strategic thinking." What does that mean exactly? Well, empathy refers to the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Elephants have shown remarkable signs of empathy, comforting distressed family members, assisting injured companions, and even expressing grief when a member of their herd dies. Their reactions to the loss of loved ones are incredibly touching, involving behaviors like gently touching the deceased with their trunks or standing vigil over the body for extended periods. Self-awareness is another sophisticated trait elephants possess. It's the ability to recognize oneself as an individual, separate from the environment and others. This is famously demonstrated through the mirror test, where elephants recognize their own reflection and even inspect marks on their bodies that they could only see in the mirror. This awareness suggests a high level of consciousness that's rare in the animal kingdom. Perhaps most astonishing is their strategic thinking, the ability to plan ahead and cooperate to achieve specific goals. In the wild, elephants have been observed coordinating movements to protect their young from predators or working together to access hard-to-reach food sources. They also use problem-solving skills to navigate obstacles, demonstrating both creativity and adaptability. Dr. Poole's research underscores just how sophisticated elephant intelligence truly is. These animals aren't just reacting to their environment, they're actively thinking, feeling, and making deliberate decisions, qualities that were once thought to be exclusive to humans and a few other highly intelligent species. And here's a fascinating experiment. Scientists placed a dot on an elephant's forehead where it couldn't see it. When the elephant looked in a mirror, it used its trunk to touch the dot, proving that it recognized itself. How amazing is that? What's the smartest thing you've ever seen an animal do? Share your story in the comments. The emotional world of elephants. If you think humans are the only emotional beings, think again. Elephants are among the most social and emotionally complex creatures on the planet. These gentle giants live in close-knit family groups where relationships are built on trust, loyalty, and affection. Their social bonds are so strong that they display a wide range of emotions remarkably similar to our own. One of the most touching aspects of elephant behavior is their capacity to grieve. When a member of their herd dies, elephants often engage in mourning rituals, gently touching the bones or tusks of the deceased with their trunks, standing silently around the body, or even attempting to revive it. They may return to the site of a herd member's death for years, demonstrating a profound memory and emotional attachment. But elephants don't just mourn, they also celebrate life. When a new calf is born, the entire herd often shows excitement, welcoming the newborn with trumpeting sounds, gentle touches, and protective behavior. It's a communal joy that highlights their deep social connections. Their empathy is equally impressive. Elephants have been seen comforting and assisting one another during times of distress, whether it's helping a struggling calf up a steep embankment or standing protectively around an injured member of the herd. They use their trunks to caress and reassure, offering comfort through touch just as humans do. These emotional responses aren't just instinctual reactions, they reflect a level of awareness, compassion, and connection that is rare in the animal kingdom. It's a beautiful reminder that elephants, like us, experience life in profound and meaningful ways. Dr. Cynthia Moss, a highly respected elephant researcher with over 40 years of experience, has dedicated her life to studying elephant behavior and social dynamics. She has witnessed firsthand some of the most moving and profound behaviors in elephants, particularly their reactions to death. Dr. Moss describes scenes where elephants stand quietly around the remains of a deceased herd member, their trunks gently caressing the bones as if paying their respects. She refers to this solemn behavior as a form of mourning. These encounters are not just isolated incidents, they have been documented across different elephant populations in the wild. The elephants may remain near the body for extended periods, sometimes returning to the same site repeatedly, even years later. Dr. Moss's observations suggest that elephants recognize death and experience grief in ways that are remarkably similar to humans. They exhibit behaviors associated with loss, remembrance, and respect, reflecting an emotional depth that has long fascinated researchers. This capacity to mourn the dead is just one example of how complex and emotionally rich elephant societies truly are. It also raises profound questions about their understanding of life and death, questions that researchers like Dr. Moss continue to explore with awe and admiration. Think about that for a moment. Elephants experience loss and grief just like we do. And it's not just sadness, they also display joy, playfulness, and even compassion. For example, they'll help a fellow elephant stuck in mud or protect a baby from danger. Have you ever seen an animal show emotion? Let us know in the comments. Elephant Society, a world of family and friendship. Now, let's dive into Elephant Society, an intricate world built on family, friendship, and cooperation. Elephant herds are all about strong social bonds, especially among female elephants who live in close-knit, matriarchal groups. At the heart of each herd is the matriarch, typically the oldest and most experienced female. Think of her as the CEO of the herd, guiding them through daily life and making critical decisions that affect everyone's survival. The matriarch's role is incredibly important. Her knowledge and experience, built over decades, are invaluable. She remembers the locations of seasonal water sources, safe migration routes, and the best feeding grounds, especially during times of drought or scarcity. Her leadership ensures the herd's well-being, often making the difference between life and death. But it's not just about practical survival, it's also about emotional and social support. Female elephants form deep, lifelong friendships, nurturing and protecting each other's calves and providing comfort during times of distress. They communicate using a range of sounds, from gentle rumbles to powerful trumpets, and even through vibrations sensed through the ground. Young elephants learn vital life skills by watching and mimicking the older members, especially the matriarch. Her wisdom is passed down through generations, ensuring the herd's continued success. This rich social structure shows us just how highly organized and emotionally sophisticated elephant societies are. It's not just survival, it's a community built on trust, learning, and leadership. Male elephants, on the other hand, leave the herd when they reach adolescence and often roam alone or in small bachelor groups. But even then, they maintain social bonds and look out for each other. Dr. Ian Douglas Hamilton, the founder of Save the Elephants and a leading authority on elephant behavior, says, "Elephants have some of the most complex social structures of any animal." And he's absolutely right. Elephants live in rich, interconnected societies where relationships aren't just about survival, they're about companionship, communication, and memory. One of the most fascinating aspects of their social structure is their ability to form deep and lasting friendships. Elephants can recognize and remember individuals even after being separated for years. They greet each other with excitement and affection, using their trunks to touch and caress as a sign of familiarity and bonding. Their communication skills are equally impressive. While elephants produce a wide range of vocalizations, one of their most remarkable abilities is to generate low-frequency rumbles known as infrasonic calls. These calls are so deep that they're inaudible to the human ear, but they can travel through the ground and air for miles, allowing elephants to stay in contact even when they're far apart. Through these infrasonic calls, elephants can warn each other of danger, coordinate movements, or simply keep in touch. It's a sophisticated form of communication that highlights their intelligence and strong social connections. Dr. Douglas Hamilton's research continues to reveal just how intricate and meaningful these social structures are. Elephants are not just surviving, they're thriving in complex, emotionally rich societies where bonds are nurtured, memories are cherished, and communication is both nuanced and powerful. If you were an elephant, would you want to be the matriarch or a carefree bachelor? Let me know. Fun facts about elephants. All right, let's lighten things up with some fun facts about elephants. Ready? 1. Elephants can hear with their feet. They sense vibrations through the ground, which helps them detect distant sounds like approaching storms or other herds. 2. Their trunks have over 40,000 muscles. That's more than the entire human body. No wonder they can use it to pick up a peanut or uproot a tree. 3 elephants are amazing swimmers. They use their trunks as snorkels and can swim for hours without getting tired. Which fact surprised you the most? Let's talk in the comments. Why elephants need our help. As incredible and intelligent as elephants are, their very existence is under threat. These magnificent creatures face numerous challenges, most of which are caused by human activity. The biggest threats include 1. Habitat loss. As human populations expand, elephants are losing their natural habitats to agriculture, urban development, and infrastructure projects. Fragmented habitats make it harder for elephants to find food, water, and safe migratory routes. 2. Human-wildlife conflict. As elephants encroach on farmland due to shrinking habitats, conflicts with humans increase. Farmers trying to protect their crops may harm or kill elephants, and retaliatory killings are becoming more common. 3. Poaching for ivory. Despite international bans, the illegal ivory trade continues to devastate elephant populations. Poachers target elephants for their tusks, selling ivory on the black market for profit. This brutal practice has led to dramatic declines in elephant numbers. The statistics are truly heartbreaking. African elephant populations have declined by an estimated 62% in the last decade alone. That's a staggering loss for a species that plays such a critical role in maintaining the health of their ecosystems. When elephants disappear, it's not just their species that suffers. Entire ecosystems can collapse without their influence. For example, elephants help shape landscapes by knocking down trees, spreading seeds, and creating waterholes used by other animals. The good news is, dedicated conservationists and organizations are working tirelessly to protect these gentle giants. But the challenges are immense, and the need for awareness and action has never been greater. But there's hope. Organizations like Save the Elephants and the Elephant Crisis Fund are working tirelessly to protect these animals. And the best part? You can help too by supporting ethical tourism, refusing to buy ivory, and donating to conservation efforts. What's one thing you can do to help elephants? Share your ideas. Elephants are more than just animals. They're intelligent, emotional, and deeply connected beings that remind us of the beauty of nature. If you learned something new today, or if you love elephants as much as I do, give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing content about wildlife and the natural world. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. Finally, let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What's your favorite thing about elephants? I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas. Thanks for watching, and let's protect these gentle giants together.